Noreen and welcome to my garden and this week's installment of Noreen's Garden. We're going to do a garden update. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough out in the garden today so I can show you what I have planted this year, and we'll just go over a little bit of everything and give you a quick look. So let's go.
The blackberry.
Well, he's going to come down the stairs and you'll be able to see those. We've got quite a few coming on now.
Bunch need to be picked.
And we've had so much rain here.
More blooming.
Oh my goodness, look at all of them.
Uh-huh.
We're going to have to come out here with the bowl.
Yep.
And pick them.
Yep.
Time to make some blackberry jam, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, there's tons of them.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I have blueberry shrubs over here, but I don't have any blueberries on them yet, so we've got to also mulch over a little bit, and we have to mow the lawn.
Yeah.
Like you said, so much rain.
Could ever dry back out.
So much rain. And the peach tree, I don't think can be helped. That's the one that fell over last year. And I think that we're going to have to probably find another peach tree.
Yeah.
But the good news is all the rest of the trees are doing well. Here's my Meyer lemon. And it's got a couple little lemons on it and new ones coming on, so we'll see what happens there. My echinacea came in. This is my butterfly bush. The lavender bloomed again this year. I'm so happy. This is my plum tree that we planted last year on Mother's Day, and we won't get any fruit off of it this year, but it's doing rather well. And this is my lime tree. It has a couple little limes coming in on it. As the summer progresses, it usually does sprout a couple more. So, and then we just have some lemon balm and a couple other, some chamomile planted down here. Oh, I'm going over here because I want to show them. Uh-oh. Those either got too much water or not enough. Hibiscus is coming in. And my hydrangeas are starting to bloom over here. And I have some grapes on the vine. That was a grape vine that I got off the clearance rack 2 years ago. I put it in a pot and I thought, well, we'll see what happens, right? So, and this is the one thing I'm most excited about. This is elderberry. I planted these last year on Mother's Day, the same day that we planted the plum tree. And we have a few elderberries coming on here. And this one just started to flower, so we'll see if I get any berries up that one. They're two separate varieties. I got them from Stark Brothers Nursery. I'll put a link in the description box below for you. And then we'll go inside the garden. Watch. And I'm going to be rolling in rhubarb here pretty soon, so I'm excited about that. This is falling over. And then, as some of you know, we were kind of sick earlier in the spring, so we didn't really get to the garden as quickly as we'd like to. So, we only did a few things this year. So we've got tomatoes going here, and I've got my lemon boys, and they've got tons of blooms on them already. I think that they're big enough now that I'll just go ahead and let them fruit. I think I am also going to go ahead and cage some of these guys, or at least stake them at the very least. These here are lemon boy. These two tomatoes down here are an heirloom variety called a German Queen, and I'm excited to see how these produce. They already have a ton of blooms on them, so I'm excited. This is what they call a potato leaf tomato because it resembles a potato leaf, and it's an heirloom variety. It's in the same family as a German Johnson.
Fig tree.
There's the fig tree, and it's already got quite a few figs coming on. These here, I've got 3 Romas and a grape tomato here. And then I've got my King Arthur peppers, which are my favorite variety of bell pepper. And then I've got some sweet Thai chilies here because I plan on making my own sweet Thai chili sauce later. And then over here I've got 3 Black Beauty eggplants. And as you can see, they're already starting to bloom. And then these I think there's 3 of them. These are called a tomato red bounty, and they are a disease-resistant strain hybrid tomato. And I just thought I would give them a try. I got them when they were really small, so I got like 3 plants for $1.99. And then this is a Sweet 100, and it will probably need to be either caged or staked. At some point, I'll have to tie this up because it will take over everything. I don't know if you've ever planted these Sweet 100s, but they have a tendency to sprawl and go everywhere. And these are I was very conservative this year. I only planted 3 jalapeno pepper plants because when I plant more than that, I end up having jalapenos out my ears. So we don't want that. And the comfrey has kind of taken over its own little corner of that box and this box over here. And you can see that the raspberries have created their own little patch. And I couldn't be happier about that. These raspberry plants are all shooters off of 2 raspberry bushes, canes that I planted 4 years ago in that box back there. And I got those canes off the clearance rack for like $2. So, you know, you really can't argue with that logic, because for a little bit of money and a little bit of time, you end up getting an abundance of free fruit. And I have kind of let my garden just kind of go au naturel. So aside from really trying to keep the morning glories away, I've kind of let the whole thing kind of do what it wants. So that's kind of where I am with that. And we've got some cucumbers planted over here along the fence. These are a new strain for me. I've never ever planted a bush cucumber before. So we're going to see how those do. I don't generally have a tremendous amount of luck.
Our dog's coming in nicely.
Yeah, the dog's coming in great. So that's our meager walkthrough through our garden this year. Our garden is actually a little on the embarrassing side to me, and I apologize for that, but this year was just one of those years. We're making the best out of it that we can. We got the tomatoes in, we got the peppers in, the things that we really know that we're going to want to eat and preserve later on. So aside from that, you know, we're going to have some wonderful fruit coming. We're going to have some great tomatoes and some peppers and some eggplant, jalapenos. Sounds like we're going to have a lot of great stuff that we can make salsa and tomato sauce, fresh salads, and maybe some jam down the line. So I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of our garden this week. We'll give you periodic walkthroughs, or maybe every other week we'll do one so that you can see the progress. Next week I'm going to do a video where we talk about natural alternatives to pest control in your garden. And I also want to do a video at some point about how I use diatomaceous earth and dipel dust to control certain things in the garden as well. So if you don't have those 2 things in your gardening regimen, then I highly suggest that you get them. We'll do a whole video on those 2 things as well. So I hope you enjoyed it, and until next week, I'll see ya.